Nu är jag på väg till en konferens som min kära kollega i SR-gruppen Dominik Tarczynski håller. För många känd som Mr. Zero. Jag är ombedd att prata om utländsk inblandning i europeisk politik, Al Jazeera, moskéer som kontrolleras av fientligt sinnade stater som Iran. Och jag kommer att nämna alla de olika initiativ som jag har tagit för att stoppa islamiseringen av Europa. Nu kör vi! Hi Patrick, good to see you. Dominik, good to see you.
Pleasure.
Zero. Thank you so much, Dominik. Thank you for hosting this important event today on Islamism. And good afternoon to you all, ladies and gentlemen. Europe is a prize in a global struggle for power. And the European Parliament is one of the targets. Not with tanks, not with missiles, but with money, influence, intimidation, and manipulation. And when the target is democracy, the battlefield is trust. Trust in elections, trust in institutions, trust in each other. Qatargate showed how this works. Bribes, gifts, consultancies, and covert networks designed to buy access and buy outcomes. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The more power we centralize to Brussels, the cheaper it becomes for hostile actors to buy results that affect 450 million Europeans. If a foreign regime can purchase outcomes, then the voter is no longer sovereign. That is not democracy. That is a marketplace for betrayal. Foreign operations, foreign influencers, doesn't only wear a suit and a lobby badge. Sometimes it wears the mask of civil society. Sometimes it hides behind community organizations. Sometimes it comes through media outlets such as Al Jazeera that pretend to be journalism while serving as political weapons. We tolerate the intolerant, and then we act surprised when they use our freedoms to destroy freedom. That brings me to something concrete that I've done here in Brussels recent days, actually. Together with 37 other colleagues, I've submitted a motion calling for a mosque moratorium. Why? Because across Europe, too many mosques are not just places of worship. They are political infrastructure. They become radicalization centers. They become recruitment hubs. In Sweden, mosque officials have preached about how men should beat their wives. Out of the biggest 32 mosques in Sweden, 30 say that not only do they want to ban the burning of the Quran after those events occurred in Sweden, but they want to ban all criticism against their Prophet Muhammad and their religion, Islam. A ban on free speech. Here in Brussels, mosques have been described as recruitment centers for ISIS, Islamic State fighters. And we've heard, some of you may have heard that the United Arab Emirates hesitate to send their students to the United Kingdom out of a fear that those students will become radicalized Muslims in the United Kingdom. It's upside down, my friends. It's upside down. And we know that some of these structures are tied to one of the most well-organized networks in the Islamic world and here in Europe, the Muslim Brotherhood. In Sweden, the Grand Mosque in Stockholm has been described as owned, controlled, and governed by an association with roots in the Muslim Brotherhood. We also need to speak honestly about foreign state influence. Europe has allowed foreign regimes to finance and staff religious infrastructure, turning it into an instrument of power. Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Turkey, Iran. Different ideologies, yes, but the same tactic. Export influence, shape communities, and pressure Europe to bend. So the question is, what should we do? First, radical transparency. If you represent a foreign state's interest directly or indirectly, the public must know. Second, cut the money. I've asked the EU Commission to confirm that not a single euro is being used to build, maintain, or support radical mosques and Islamic centers. And if any EU funding ends up feeding Islamist networks, stop it, publish it, audit it. Third, enforce our laws. Shut down organizations that incite hatred, justify terrorism, or recruit for violent groups. Freeze assets, deport foreign extremists. But here's another truth that needs to be mentioned now that so many, especially young people, are here. We cannot defend democracy by building a European Ministry of Truth. We cannot fight subversion with mass surveillance of ordinary citizens. And we cannot protect free societies by treating free speech as a problem. Go after illegal conduct. Go after covert foreign operations. Go after corruption. But don't let Brussels use foreign threats as an excuse to censor Europeans, to police opinions like in the UK, or monitor every message. And finally, restore a simple democratic principle: sovereignty belongs to our peoples. As a father of 4 young daughters and a son, I want my children to inherit a Europe where leaders answer to voters, not to emirs, not to ayatollahs, and not to corrupt networks. If you know the Islamist endgame, the proper response can only be this: not 1 inch, not appeasement, no submission, no surrender. Thank you.
Bravo.